Kevin, let's kick it off straight away. Can you share some of the movies from your top five from the bottom up?
My top five, my number five is Memory, a movie
Mm,
we watched on the very last day because we thought, alright, they're not gonna be great movies anymore on the last few days, but this one
yeah.
stood out and it made the top five.
Hmm.
At number four is Bastarden, a movie we saw at the literal beginning of the film festival and still stood in the top five throughout the whole duration of the festival. My number three is Ava DuVernay's Origin, a movie that is very academically heavy,
Hmm.
but is still amazing. The second one is probably the movies. I mean, both the two and the first movie in my top five are the movies that got the hardest laughs of all the film festival. It's Hitman,
Hmm.
and at number one, it's Poor Things. Both movies are very original in its setup, are
Yeah.
very funny in its setup, and are just actually very very good films. And they'll probably be my top five of 2023 too, if I'm being honest. So
Hmm.
that's my top five. What about yours?
Well, I have to say movies apart from one in your top five. So we can kind of see that on a lot of stuff we do agree. There's a couple of movies that we strongly disagree on. We'll get into
Yeah.
that a bit later. But my number five is Bastarden, the number four on your list. The Promised Land, a amazing period piece with Mads Mikkelsen at the center of it all. A feudal feud between like the aristocracy and someone coming up through the military ranks. Great film all around. Really was having high expectations for it, and it delivered. Then the new Rizuchi Hamaguchi film. Wait, did I say? I think I said his name wrong. What's his name?
Yeah, yeah, no, it's Hamaguchi.
Hamaguchi, Ryozuki, sorry. Hamaguchi, Evil Does Not Exist. I was a bit let down by what I was hoping for the movie and what the movie was doing for pretty much its entire runtime in its conclusion. But still, it was very strong. And I'm like, maybe I just didn't get it. It did have its problems, unfortunately, but it's still up there for me. So it's my number four. Then, same as you, Memory also makes my even top three. Just really strong movie about memory. The title says it all. I think it doesn't just constrain itself to one simple thing being about like sickness or whatever. It's about the whole thing, the whole experience of what memory means in our lives, and it does it beautifully. Amazing performances. Lead actually Peter Sarsgaard got like an award for it as well, well deserved. And then my last two, Poor Things and Hitman, for the same reasons that Kevin just said. They were the most fun I've had in a long time in a theater. Just being in a full theater with people, just like laughing, really being in for the film made this an amazing experience. So, yeah, those are both of our top fives. I believe you wrote down a bunch of honorable mentions as well. Do you want to quickly
Oh
share
yeah.
those too?
My honorable mentions. So like the rest of my list is Holly, Dogman, Evil Does Not Exist is also on there. K Mutiny, Court Martial, Rest in Peace, Friedkin, and Lance Reddick. I loved you guys in that movie.
Hmm.
Tatami, Whole Cage, or Shadow of Fire, as it's also known. Ryuichi Sakamoto Opus, it's also in my honorable mentions.
Hmm.
The Killer and Maestro. Those are
Sweet,
my
yeah.
honorable mentions. Yeah.
Apart from Dogman, I would say all of these are deserving to be on my honorable mentions as well. So, a lot of overlap we had. We agreed on what the best was there. If you want to check out our full lists, Kevin did, spoiler alert, watch I think two or three movies more than me. You can find our full ranked list link below. And while you're there, consider leaving us a rating on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts. Helps us out a lot, and it helps us actually get into these festivals. Helps us to get screeners if we reach out for those. So ultimately, we just get to cover more movies for these recaps and for the show overall. So it would be greatly appreciated. And on YouTube, of course, you know what the deal is. Just like and subscribe and do all of
Help
that
us.
stuff.
Help us, please.